Hi guys, it is July 22nd. I'm going to do this market review in a 3-minute time frame just to add something different here. And I've kind of adjusted the indicators a little bit to look a little brighter and a little more colorful and catch the eye a little bit better. So hopefully that this might be a good change for the recording so that you can see what I'm looking at a little easier. Now with this, I do like to use the MACD even on a shorter time frame because it simply helps me decide one of the three decisions you have as a trader. When you are trading the market, you have the decision to buy, the decision to sell, or the decision to stay out. Those are really the three options you have. And when you use a good trending indicator, that will generally allow you to reduce your decisions from 3 to 2. So now you have the choice to either, in this case, buy or stay out. So you know you're not going to sell when the MACD is in a long buying position. And that's what I like about it. It's just one of those things to refine my decisions and help me narrow down to what I want to do in the market. So here we go. The market opens up right down here and almost immediately busts through a resistance level and just gives us a strong push. Now that's nice, and the MACD started out down here in a long buying position. In pre-market, we actually have a TC develop right here. So actually a lot of our students saw this and decided, hey, I'm going to put a trap here and I'm going to see if this will break. And it did, and a lot of our students made some good money right off the bat in the market. Now, I usually don't like trading the opening candle. I didn't actually trade that candle, but I did take it off a 2-minute chart slightly later and got in a little bit higher up. So I was able to take advantage of that, but not in the way that most of our students did right down here. However, the very first signal, besides that one, the first signal I want to really walk through is right here. We've got a low here, obviously when the market started. The market pushes up and we're looking for those exaggerated moves, goes sideways a bit, and then starts going up again. That is our stair step right there. It didn't suck back as far as we'd normally look for, but when you're looking at the overall exaggerated move of the market, that's what it did. It went sideways and then continued going away. So the MACD is still in the long position, so we know we're either going to stay out or buy. And how do we find that buy signal? Well, we've got our TC right here. We've got our strong positive slope. And at this point, when this is the candle that we look at produced this kink down here in the tricks indicator, that strong kink going our way is an indication to get in. And so I will give it, even though I like to say 1 to 2 ticks above the previous high, just the fact that this trade was going sideways didn't give it enough room to suck back and have enough time to have one to 2 ticks. I think that would have still been an appropriate entry for this trade, and it certainly ran well enough for you to profit nicely on. Now that whole run in itself, if you'd stayed in that whole way, was over 10 points, probably 13, 14 points total. So that was a nice trade. Good market push. The rest of the day seemed to flatten out and just kind of be blah. Now, we need to be careful not to trade in flat markets because it doesn't give us the type of signals that we want to see. One way that you can tell as a flat market is look at what the MACD does. If the MACD is very tight together and really isn't moving or spreading apart much, it's a market to avoid trading in. So just keep that in mind. The other signal I will point out here before the end of the market, I'm going to say that this was a legitimate signal here. If you look at this, when we're looking at the exaggerated market move, we do have a clear higher low happening right here, and the market pushed up, creating that stair step for us. The MACD in the right position to take this going long. And we have a confirmation here in our tricks indicator with a very strong kink. If you had entered here just in time for it to run a half point your way and turn around, don't feel bad. That's what probabilities are. It doesn't mean probabilities is not that you're going to hit 100% of these and win on them. Looking at a shorter time frame, slightly shorter than the 3 minute, you might have been able to take an entry a little bit sooner on that. But I'm just going to say, if you were able to take 4 points off in the morning and lose 1 or 1.5 points on that, don't feel bad. That's going to happen. And then the last trade of the day, this, I don't know any other way to say that how you should have entered this, except that keep in mind that resistance and support are still very very strong indications of how you can play the market, regardless of what I've taught you about these signals. And that's what happened here. Momentum was carrying so strongly. Look how far the MACD is just building and stretching here. When you've got such strong momentum, look at where you can possibly get in at a break of support or resistance. Now we're definitely in a channel at this point. So if you realize that, you're gonna be able to identify where that support and resistance is playing here, and take it at the break. What I'd like to do is look at a shorter time frame and see if it hits that support, bounces back, and then goes back through it. That's where I like to play it, and that's what I did. The 2 minute gave us a good example of that. So taking that short, I got several points on that. Those were really the 3 main trades for the day off the 3 minute chart. Even the 5 minute chart basically demonstrated the same trades, only in just a different variants of the signals as far as the strength that we saw those in. So it was a good day. We had basically one very strong signal, like the signals that I'm teaching you. And sorry about that. I'll just put that down there. One very strong signal at the first of the morning, one false signal, and one signal that I would say was more of a momentum thing that takes some experience to be able to trade well. But good day. So if I can help you in any way, let me know, and I'll see you next time.